Bright and early today. We're expecting the CPAC delivery in about an hour. So the guys need to get some steel reinforcing in place. And then hopefully they'll move all this out of the way so the lorry can back right up to the garage. Swaddy carp! Swaddy carp! Swaddy carp! Good morning. Well, they've cleared sufficient space to get the CPAC lorry up to this point. Now they're making the site wet. This is so that the CPAC doesn't go off too quick, the moisture doesn't get sucked out of it by the sand that's in there. If it dries too quick, then it will crack and be weaker. So they put plenty of water on. The CPAC that comes is actually very, very runny. I would imagine that there'll be some people that would say that's far too runny, that's going to dry, terribly weak, etc, etc. But I think you've got to bear in mind that these CPAC companies are experts at mixing. They don't make many mistakes. And they're mixing for Thailand, not for Europe, so the temperatures here are very high. And I think that means that CPAC tends to dry a lot quicker. So one reason I think that they make it quite runny is not just so it can flow into all the cracks and crevices that these Thai building sites have, but that any moisture that gets sucked out of it by the ground doesn't compromise the drying of it and the structural integrity of it. That's my layman's theory anyway. Well, he nearly took out our power. Our wire's hanging quite low. Well, the original plan, of course, hasn't come to fruition. All this stuff here was supposed to be moved because the ground underneath that is the hard stuff. And where he's trying to drive is where a load of sand has been dumped. So he's not going to get very close, unfortunately. Nearly lost my girlfriend then. During the course of this series of videos, I keep telling people what's going to happen next, and a lot of the time it doesn't, so you'll have to forgive me. What I should be saying is, I expect, that was discussed before, that was the plan. Oh well, he's got a couple of these blue half pipes, so he will reach to the end, to the back of the garage. I think last time he came he only carried one. That's good. They're using an engine belt to support this pipe. See, so it's flexible. Big rubber band, and I know it's nice and strong because it's reinforced. So they've all got their Wellingtons on. I have got a pair of Wellingtons, but I don't intend getting involved in the walking around through the muck. They're only using one blue pipe. I don't know why really. I would have thought getting the pipe right into the corner would have been a good thing to do. So he's giving it a final mix. The tank is going anti-clockwise. And now he's going to switch it over to the other direction, which will draw it out. Well, this is very free-flowing and they're managing to move it around very easily, so that's good. We're having a 15cm deep pour here. Make sure it's nice and thick and stable, not give us any problems. Could get away with a bit less, but for the extra money it's worth the peace of mind. This area is 7 cubic metres. That's how much we've got on this one lorry. It's all coming in one load. So we don't have a gap in between two lorries and one section drying at a different rate to another. Well, the actual pour isn't going to take very long. Oh. There's a big hole there. Right, looks like they finished pouring it. The CPAC man's cleaning up his chutes. So now the team have just got to try and get a very slight slope on this garage. Make sure it's a little bit higher at the back than the front. Oh, you see, I spoke too soon. There's another load coming down now. Right, I think that really is the end of the delivery. He's cleaning his main chute now. Well, I need to go and get the money. I'm the money man. He'll clean up the rest of his chute and fold it all away whilst I get some money. So the process of levelling off, if you can call it that, flattening off I should say, not levelling. The process of flattening is now happening. The cost of this CPAC was 12,600 baht. Now, because we are intending to paint this at some point, what they're going to do is they're going to flatten it off, as you can see now, and then they're going to leave it a few hours to go off hard enough for them to walk on it, and then they're going to spend a bit of time polishing it, I suppose. That's the word that was used to me. Getting it really smooth so that we can paint it and have a really smooth finish. Wow.
นี่ปาก
You eat?
Yeah,
they eat that. That's what they eat. Something tells me, wow, that is big. I think he's going to eat that for lunch. So they've let this concrete go off for 4 hours, and now comes the hard work of smoothing it to a fine finish. So they're using water and what are those things called they're using? Got no idea. My brain has gone. Anyway, they're smoothing it off. I don't quite know how long it's going to take or what sort of finish they aim to achieve. Okay, so they've rubbed it over with the trowels and the water, sort of smoothing it out, and now he's chucking cement all over it. I've seen this done before, but I'm not really too sure about the reasons. I've never seen it in the Western countries, only in Thailand. After the cement, they're smoothing again.